Now I want to start looking at cognitive moral development, or how our morals, our values, our ways of behaving actually develop in us. When we look at cognitive moral development, we're going to be looking at Lawrence Kohlberg. One important explanation for both ethical judgments and action is based on individual characteristics and comes from the moral reasoning research of Lawrence Kohlberg. Kohlberg's moral reasoning theory is a cognitive developmental theory that focuses primarily on how people think about and decide what course of action is ethically right. His research began by following 58 American boys ranging in age from 10 to 16 years old. He interviewed them regularly, asking for open-ended responses to hypothetical moral dilemmas. Their responses were analyzed, and the findings contributed to our understanding how moral reasoning in human beings gradually develops over time through brain development and life experience. Kohlberg's cognitive moral development theory proposes that moral reasoning develops sequentially through three broad levels, each composed of two stages. As individuals move forward through the sequence of stages, they are cognitively capable of comprehending all reasoning at stages below their own, but they cannot comprehend reasoning more than one stage above their own. Development through these stages results from cognitive disequilibrium that occurs when an individual receives a contradiction between his or her own reasoning level and the next higher one. This kind of development can occur through training, but it generally occurs through interaction with peers and life situations that challenge the individual's current ways of thinking. You can think of those conversations parents sometimes have with their children at the dinner table as attempts to challenge a child's thinking and influence moral reasoning and moral development. According to Kohlberg, the actual decision an individual makes isn't as important as the reasoning process used to arrive at it. However, the higher the reasoning stage, the more ethical the decision, because the higher stages are more consistent with ethical principles of justice and rights.